did do boards in the past or was a participant in that, I thank you so much. 2020, I'm hoping, I'm going to try and not run a business meeting, which is what I've been used to for years, and run as a club meeting. So apologize if I seem like I'm getting a little bit too stiff at a moment or two. I'll come back. So obviously you elected me the president for this year. Norm, as vice president. Jody is now helping us as secretary. Samantha, who everybody is going to be a winner with, is helping us with the library. And then Doug obviously is doing treasury and also a new member of services. So we're going to take in, hopefully be able to steer you through. Second change that we made, we had an executive board meeting last week. For those of you that may or may not know that, we run an executive board meeting typically once a quarter is my plan, and if I have to do it more frequently, might do that too. And in those meetings, we try and take and do a lot of the business type sessions, business type work that you really wouldn't want to have to sit through, and we figure out what we're going to do going forward. We've made a slight change to that board and have had some great volunteers. I actually opened up the board for not only the current 2020 board members, but I asked anybody who has previously served on a board member if they would like to work as an advisory person to the board. Bruce volunteered, so did John Puckhaber, and Tom also volunteered, Pusker. So we're going to take and have not only some real skill from what has been done in the past to help us manage the club going forward, as well as the active management that's there. So that's a first-time change. No, he's selling tickets for the chairs, so he's okay. So we're going to do that as a change, and I hope what it does is it tries to take and bring some of the old back into the new and allows us to continue to grow. If we get really successful, I'd like to be close to 90 members by the end of this year if we pull everything off that we're able to do. And in that vein, do we have anybody here that's here for the first time tonight? Anyone? There we go. Stand up, tell us who you are.
Lord. Chris, brand new, just been doing this a couple
Note
weeks.
from yesterday, right? Was your email to me yesterday?
Yes, sir.
There we go.
So yeah, I was just really curious what it was about and hoping to learn stuff.
Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. And if you can make sure you give Doug your email address or contact information, I will. Yeah, we'll be able to follow up. So thank you. Thanks for coming. Anybody else? Hi.
Jeremy Lang. It's my first time here.
Hi, Jeremy. Welcome.
Fishmonger by trade, but I do a lot of work woodworking in my shop. Have a little lathe that I use.
Cool.
Interested to learn.
Anything that you've done in the past that you really liked?
This Christmas I did several change plates, a couple of dishes for jewelry, and I started a tradition like 3 years ago to make birthday batons.
Cool.
For my cousins.
Sounds great. Chris and I forgot to ask, what have you turned in the past or what are you doing now? I'm sorry, I'm new at this too.
First thing ever.
Cool. Very nice. I wish I had. I wish my lathe had turned out something nice like that on my first try, because most of mine went into the garbage. So
I don't want to say it took all day, but it was close.
there you go. Welcome again. Thank you. Anybody else? I'll go there first since we're going.
Rebecca Rigger.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, I think we emailed.
You did.
So, my first time here, I have a whole 5 days of learning under my belt so far, but day one I knew I was going to keep at it. So.
That's cool. And are you local or are you local?
Over by Hightstown.
Hightstown.
40 minutes.
It's about.
It was bad tonight. Coming in.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, welcome. Hopefully by the end of today, all of you will catch some ideas of what we're going to do to help you guys out. So here we go.
My name is Steve Lang.
Hi, Steve.
You're a guest of Gary Kessler. I'm with him.
Do you catch the fish and he sells it, or?
No, I'm actually a machinist.
Ah.
So I work more with steel than I do wood.
Okay. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Anyone else? So there's a good indication of what we'd really like to be able to do this year for the whole year. And if we can take in each meeting and each possibility to be able to have new people coming and new people environments, that'll be the way we can do it. So that type of stuff is really what we're trying to do.
We have a sign-in sheet for those people we have a sign-in sheet for those who have never been here before. It's on the front table there. At some point during the meeting, please give us your name and your email address so we can give you further information about the club.
Cool. Thanks, Norm. Okay, so I wrote this agenda. I was supposed to be following it. I've jumped all over it already. Can see why you needed a pencil to mark them off in the past, right? So, no, it's okay. So I went over the new changes, which I did. Oh, so a couple of things that we're going to do that we used to do, but we're going to continue and potentially modify is we really want to be able to continue to have a lot of good presentations for the club. So there are a couple things that open up, and I'm going to throw it out there, and people can take and volunteer now or otherwise for some of these. One of the things that we found is that running the club and being able to do the things that we bring to you takes a lot of work, as I'm sure you all know. One of the things that we're trying to do, Tom actually gave me a survey that was done just recently, and along that same vein, I sent out an email to everybody a week or two ago with a request for your ideas for things that we should do. Thank you, everyone. I got great responses from everybody that sent me in regarding I want to learn about new techniques or this or that or the other thing. Got a bunch of good ideas, and out of that, through the board, we put together some things. And we realized one of the things that we don't have and we probably need is someone who can actually help us manage the monthly presentations, meaning that who knows vendors or knows potential turners or things of that sort. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a committee, I don't care. But have the ability to participate and help us with the ability to bring people in. So if you're interested, you can volunteer now if you want, or think about it a little bit, and we can give you some more specifics and you can volunteer. We've been doing the monthly challenges. We thought we were going to have to take and find somebody new, but Tom has absolutely volunteered to continue. So one of the things that I found in all of my email requests to everybody, the first thing that everybody mentioned, love the monthly challenge. It's got me turning again. It's got me doing other things that I never thought I could do. Even I was doing stuff, and it was like so cool. So Tom has said that he will continue, and we're going to give you in a little bit some of the things that's going forward. I mean, tonight's was the fruit bowl and potentially fruit. I see some in the back, so we've got some takers on that one, and Tom's going to go through that a little bit more as we go. I really felt bad having to sell a chair to Ray. In case you don't know, you knew people, he was our past president and I took his place now. So I'm actually charging him for a seat. So we made a deal that since he would get the seat for free, he had to continue doing the video work. So Ray has volunteered, sorta, to be the videographer, the club videographer. We now have a title. So he's going to be able to do that. And then, is Roger here? Roger is not here. I didn't think he was, right? So one of the problems that we've been having is getting club clothing and attire. And just as a reminder, and I'm sure Norm will go over it too, in the wood turning show in March, we really want to have all members have shirts and whatnot. Jody has actually worked with a vendor. We have the ability now, actually, right? Yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah, where we can get shirts. You can get them online, you can call, we can do one shirt at a time. We've actually asked the vendor to put together a store so you can log in as a member and order a shirt, and then you can make a choice of either have it shipped to your house or you can have us delivered. Jody will give you some more on that. So we have clothing, and I decided I'm not going to do jokes this year. I'm just going to give you some of the things that happen in my life instead. I had clothes picked out for today, nice clean pants that didn't have spackle on them, and I had my Atlantic Shore Woodturner shirt. I was so nervous about doing this tonight. They're still on my bed, so just make like I have an Atlantic Shore Woodturner shirt on tonight. So, yeah, thanks. There are times that I really wonder what the hell's going on in my head. So that was there, so we have the clothing, and then we're going to take and do out of the surveys that we